I'm gonna bring the weird to a whole Austin.
Yes.
You don't know what's about to hit you. My weird game is on point. I'm gonna bring the weirdness to a whole other level.
Welcome to the Up and Away podcast, sponsored by Commerce Hero.
Hello and welcome to Commerce Hero Daily number 41.
We're past
Steve, the Nam.
Oh my goodness, I screwed it up.
We just passed. You did kind of screw that up.
I totally screwed it
up.
Wait, are you trying to still go with
honestly,
the episode?
I'm going. We're going. This train left the station. I expected more from you. I expected more from you at episode 41.
You know what? Ironically, the reason why I totally got flabbergasted there was because I was trying to say, wait, are we in the 40s right now? But we are. You did your last couple episodes without me, and we just blasted into that 40 territory.
We blasted into the 40 realm. Tom, my good buddy Tom Robertshaw, we ended up doing a two-parter because he had so much to say. 39 and 40. We blasted right into 41 like nobody's business. And here we are. Topic of the day is the 100 Cups of Coffee Challenge. Steve, are you familiar? Have you heard about this new movement that's taking the internet by storm? Hashtag 100 Cups of Coffee.
I love it. It's a very much self-promoting. And I think it's a great idea, though. It's a great idea, Kalen. I'm glad you started it.
Why do you think it's a great idea, and what is it?
You're going to have to introduce your own thing, dude.
Okay. So Steve is utterly failing me on introducing my exciting
You mentioned it to me one
program.
time, but I think it's a great idea. So why don't you go ahead and take it away, Caleb?
Messed up the intro, messed up the explanation of 100 Cups of Coffee. Okay. So I'm moving to Austin, and I've been DMing some people on LinkedIn just to connect with other people. And a bunch of people, probably 7 or 8 or 9 people have said, hey, I didn't even ask. I just said, hey, are there any meetups I should check out? And they said, hey, let's get coffee when you get to town. A bunch of people gave me their cell phone number. I think Austinites are amazing. I'm already feeling the love, much nicer than people in LA. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry, hate to break it to you. So anyway, so I had the idea that because one thing I've generally been bad at, believe it or not, despite all the social media, all the all the conferences, all the podcasts, I'm really bad at just like investing in local friendships.
Local friendships, meaning?
Like friends, like just,
yeah,
just regular,
like real friends, like not on the internet.
Yeah. Like you're an hour and a half away from me. You're not local anymore. We can't hang out on a Tuesday night. I got to schedule stuff 8 weeks in advance to see you. And so, that's something I've kind of struggled with. And I'm moving to a new city, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I want to, obviously build relationships and connections and things like that. And so I was like, you know what? I should give myself a goal and a challenge, which is 100, which I want to have coffee with 100 people. Whether it's having coffee or getting a beer or whatever. I want to meet up with 100 people. I think that'll be a good goal, because otherwise, knowing myself, I'll have coffee with 3 people. The third one will like rub me the wrong way slightly, and I'll be like, screw this. I'm going to go home and just make another podcast by myself in my room in my spare time. And so I think it'll be good for me to build those relationships. I think it'll also be good networking, like professional networking. So I'm hoping I get some good networking out of it. I'm hoping, honestly, I just meet out of those 100 people, like 1 or 2 that can just be a really tight friend for the rest of my life as a Texan.
Wow, putting it out there. So anyone who's going to be part of this 100 Cups Challenge is going to know that Kalen's kind of auditioning for you, or auditioning you as a friend, as a potential local friendship, as you put it.
Right. So if we have coffee, make sure your friendship game is on point. You might want to hold the door open for me. You might want to laugh at my jokes. You know, Steve doesn't laugh at most of my jokes, but he laughs at the occasional joke. And you know, you're my best friend, so my bar is not that high, but laugh at the occasional joke. So anyway, so it's but look, I mean, maybe there's other people with a similar challenge, a similar issue, and you want to join the movement. You know, it's taking over the internet by storm. It's the 100 cups of coffee challenge, and I had a couple people in the UK that said that they want to do 100 pints of Guinness or something like that. You know how those UK people are. Hey mate, let's go get a pint. Let's go to the pub and get a pint.
I didn't know that, but that's a good characterization. I hope. Otherwise, you've offended many.
You don't know anything about the UK, Steve. See, this is the problem with the OC life that you're living. Is you don't know anything about the UK. Orange County is really nice. Orange County is much nicer than LA.
But so I was going to say, though, the other side of this, though, for all the listeners and viewers out there, is that Caitlin's going to document the whole process. Is that right? Not necessarily with video and everything, unless maybe someone feels comfortable, but you're just going to kind of record
if nothing
your
else,
progress.
If nothing else, I'll try. Like, I don't want to be weird about it, but I don't know. Maybe people will think it's... maybe people will think it's cool. Maybe they'll. I don't want them to think it's gimmicky, because it really genuinely is. Like, I want to meet people and like make like a genuine friends. So it's not just like I want to like produce some content to get some clicks. So I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll try to snap a selfie with each person or something, or maybe not. I don't know. So.
Well, that's cool.
Should be cool.
I mean, people are going to know that they are part of this, like, this challenge. Are you going to tell them, like, you're number 37?
I don't know. I don't know. Would that be,
I don't know.
I don't want it to be weird. Like, maybe it's better if I don't talk about it at all.
It's already weird that you put this out there.
Well, you know what? Let's get weird then. Let's get weird, bro. I did have one person DM me and said, "Oh, hey, I saw your post and I'd love to get coffee."
Oh, nice.
So maybe it won't be weird at all. Maybe we'll live stream every single one.
Not weird at all.
Because Austin is weird. We want to keep Austin weird, and I'm gonna bring the weird.
That's like the tagline, right? Austin is like, is it Austin is weird?
That's the tagline. Keep Austin weird.
There you go.
I'm gonna keep Austin weird. I'm gonna bring the weird to a whole Austin.
Yes.
You don't know what's about to hit you. My weird game is on point. I'm gonna bring the weirdness to a whole other level.
Yes, no, that's so
I think that was the cold open right there. Yeah, I think that was definitely the cold open.
Love it. And so in throughout this process, are you going to, like, what are you going to challenge yourself to do? Is the challenge already that you're just getting a coffee with somebody that you haven't met? I mean, like, are there specific challenges, like, number 10, I'm going to see if I can throw in 5 bad jokes on this one and see how many of them that they laugh at,
Like, number 25, I'm going to do as many dad jokes in a row as I can, like, without them, like, walking out of the coffee shop.
I got to say, that would add a whole second element that would make the viewers come back, for sure, if you were recording it.
Well, because the other idea I have, and I can't remember if we've talked about it on this podcast or not, is I was thinking it might be cool to do like an obviously the thing I need most in the world is another podcast in my life. But I was thinking that it might be cool to do like a local podcast. Because all the podcasts I've done are remote. This one's remote. The one with Phil is remote. I really like podcasts that are in person, where it's just 2 people in person. It's a really cool dynamic. You put it on video. I was thinking it'd be cool if I did like an Austin podcast and just try to interview like startup people, e-commerce people, things like that. So that was another kind of idea. And then I sort of came to this idea, which like it's the same concept of like trying to just meet a bunch of people in 2 different ways. So maybe I'll do both. Maybe, I mean, what do you think, Steve? What do you think?
I think you do what feels comfortable for you, man. I mean, I don't know what type of people you're going to meet, but I imagine if they're on LinkedIn and they're business owners and they're, they wouldn't, I imagine that in the tech scene, a lot of people wouldn't mind being featured as part of the
Right.
100 Cups of Coffee Challenge, you know?
Right.
I guess it would be a little weird trying to forge a friendship over a live podcast right from the bat, you know? But
No. Of course, like 30 minutes in, I'll be like, so are we best friends yet? No. But like, I genuinely feel like Phil, for example, good friend of mine. We started off just doing a podcast, and before you know it, you get, or people I've met at conferences, like, you have, like, that's the cool thing about, podcasts or interactions is you spend a half hour having a conversation, and then you just realize you kind of click with them, and then you say, hey, man, let's go hang out, man. Let's go I don't know what people do in Texas. Like, let's go knock over some cows or something like that. And then, before you know it,
you're so gonna be
I'm
like
already
your
offending
stereotypes
all.
are gonna be totally changed.
I know. So, yeah.
Right on. Do it.